Ariana driven her Nonna on phase, Cardi had a communication for the doubters, reasoning joint migrant families, and Millie Bobby 10 was the lifetime and heart of the side. The MTV VMAs were as celebrity-studded as always, and in so lot talents and egos in the chamber, down there were several focus-grabbing moments. Thanks to the Ariana Grande chant, we all aware by now how God is a female. And her productivity of how chant gave us one of the amateur performance of the overnight. End of You took position by MTV. It begun in Ariana and a throw of woman dance group, consisting a dark woman string bikini wearing Jesus, meeting at a length spreadsheet, causing the recent communion, Leonardo da Vinci's Art of Jesus and His Disciples. And it completed in Ariana's favorite Nonna, her mom Joan and his cousin Lonnie, connecting her on phase, brush in a Shah of woman oneness. How wasn't the just time wherever Ariana got human beings speaking? While Nicki Minaj walked up the stairs to gather the confer for top thigh hop, it was Ariana who stepped out of her frontline row chair to rescue the raper of trip on her view-through gown. Orel-eyed fans spotty thing else. In advance, on the rose rug, Grande was favorite up in groom Pete Davidson, who was tiring a household made ball bangle bearings the initials AGD, Ariana Grande Davidson. In her introduction to the Shah, company host Tiffany Haddish controlled to maim Camila Cabello's behalf, "You're all aware I can't recite how nice, I just say British," up departure on to insult Camila's X5 Balance sisters. End of You took position 2 by MTV. She's designated for 5 VMAs this evening, the actor and comic told. "I'm excellent pride of her. So such of you observer at household. High five balance." Cut to Camila violently trembling her chief to do certainly the planet knew she didn't endorse. But Nicki Minaj was down there for the lady team. Following reliably navigation the stairs to gather her thigh hop confer, and following she gave us a type via her gown, she ticked off Tiffany, Dong TB upcoming for 5 balance. End of You took position 3 by MTV. Cardi B had been anticipated to offer her at first productivity with Giver childbirth recent monthly, but she didn't execute in the late. Instead of, she outdoor the Shah, opening again cropped hair, and imaginary to breastfeeding on phase, keeping a pack of blankets to her trunk as she gave a brief introduce. Taking into account the right story of upheaval, a superstardom feeding at an confer right would include been really drastic. But Cardi deployed the blankets to show one of the VMA trophies. She after won top new painter and utilized her adoption speaking to tell, a pair of months ago a lot of human beings were proverb thou'ri gamble yours carrier, thou'ri on to include a infant, which are you making? Or, you aware, I had a infant, I transferred a infant, and now I'm yet winner awards. All the loving how my fans, how my friends, how all shows me, is true, is nice, and how's thing how God gave me how you can't purchase. Lot of human beings include undertaken how recent link as a thorn at the charge of Nicki Minaj, who newly gave an interviewing speaking on recording tag profitable for traffic. For reasoning shipped a communication to trump card. End of You took position 4 by MTV. The raper led many decades of migrant family and younger generation tiring "We are all humane beings" via the wireless town piece of music room lobby, downward the aisles and on the phase for a productivity of his chant "One Day in Ryan Tedder." A U.S. boundary patrolling background raised half via to show the guy's siblings and parents, and the families were later reunited. It wasn't difficult to decrypt the symbology. A click-produced old reasoning's communication was to outcry the trump card authorities' brutal and inhuman household division politics how tore thousands of family of their parents and continues to hold hundreds separately. More than on the VMAs. End of You took position 5 by MTV. Else allocate was Jennifer Lopez's productivity of a mix of her big traffic, consisting Jenny of the unit, loving Dong T price a item and all I include. She as well driven out the raper GA guideline to execute their 2001 hit I'm Actual. She was later introduced in MTV's yearly Forefront confer, mentioned following Michael Jackson. For her adoption speaking, she rotated to her 10-year-old Gemini Maximilian David and M. Maribel, and told they gave her force to enhance. This next is though brighter, she told. She was as well monitored on With Love by Young Man, baseball game celebrity Alex Rod Rodriguez. The man possessing the largest fun wasn't one of the winners. Millie Bobby 10 introduced Cardi B in the top new painter prize. The 14-year-old Unknown Things celebrity as well suspended out in Bebe Rexha and Ariana Grande, so as dual confer Victor Camila Cabello.